My lord, your slaves are about to finish their final trial. You might want to be present for this.
Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. This should be very interesting.
Do you require anything, Master? A hot meal, perhaps? Conversation? Foot massage?
I've been thinking more about what Master Simon said, and I think he was wrong.
That makes two of us.
He believed we were wrong and that you were leading me astray, but he did nothing.
Of course he didn't. He was weak. He knew he couldn't do anything.
That's exactly what I mean. The Jedi's refusal to do what's necessary to fight. It makes them weak. The Jedi will never beat the Empire if they won't take the offensive. And they'll never win peace either if the Empire can't respect them. Peace is a noble goal, but it's not a means to an end.
You are becoming a very good little Sith.
I am not Sith, but I'm not sure I'm Jedi anymore. A war rages and Master Simon meditates in his clearing. Personal peace is one thing, but apathy, inaction, these things are unacceptable. I have a question for you, but you must promise not to mock me.
Go ahead. Ask.
I've never actually played Sabacc, or Pazak, or any of those kinds of games. I was wondering if you'd teach me.
It would be my pleasure.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I can't believe I've never played those games before.
My lord, I think we make an excellent team. Truly, destiny herself has conspired to bring us together.
I'm sorry, Talos. I like you, but I just don't think of you that way.
Oh, no. No, that's not. I mean, I didn't mean it that way, of course. I've learned so much at your side. My archaeologist instincts are honed to a razor's edge, or a pick's point, as the case may be.
I've got him. Reich, the SIS agent who betrayed me. He's a dead man. My old girl Casey intercepted an encrypted message. He's moving on Trandosha, of all places, as we speak. I've got to fly or I'll lose him.
It's not as if I can stop you.
This is the last bit of business tying me to my Republic days. This is the last time I'll run, I promise. Reich's dead. Was dead before I got to him. Lucky jerk. Turns out I wasn't the only enemy he made selling secrets. Imperial intelligence sniper got him. Guess he was playing both sides.
It sounds like he had it coming.
I only wish I could have got an explanation. But I guess he was just rotten all around. I'm done running off. You and Casey are the only friends I got. And, well, you're the only one with a ship.
You're not so bad yourself.
I just point and shoot. But I'm happy to be along if you'll have me.
My lord, you are just in time. The acolytes should be returning shortly. There's something vaguely unsettling about Boneface. He's hardly said a word, but he's got a determined glint in his eye. Reminds me of you.
Mogoto ni ompi bedwana, ni bobo, choba uma.
Ah, there you are. My lord, it looks as if we were both wrong. May I present to you your apprentice?
Maybe I wasn't so wrong after all.
Ah, Boneface. So you're not dead, then?
Zalek.
Hmm?
My name is Zalek. Your carving, my lord.
Slave scum! Did you not listen to the rules of this academy? You do not murder another acolyte, and in the presence of witnesses. I'm sorry, my lord. It seems I've failed to teach this miserable dog a single lesson. I will let you know when a new shipment of slaves arrives.
It's all right, Harkon. I like his style.
He murdered an acolyte in the academy walls, in the presence of an overseer and a lord of the Sith. To top it off, he's a slave. Sith tradition demands he be executed.
Do not make me remind you the cost of disobedience.
No, my lord. But Thanaton will hear of this.
My lord.
I think you'll fit in well with my crew.
I am truly honored to serve such a personage as you, Master. History...
My lord, Moff Valion Pyron, I am satisfied to report that the silencer is complete. But we have limited time to test it before Thanaton intervenes. The prototype is mounted aboard the Imperial starship Doombringer. Meet me there. I have already invited the Moffs I feel would be most favorable to your cause. It falls to you to do the persuading.
Good work, Moff Pyron. I will meet you there.
Excellent. I'll have you know Imperial engineering has outdone themselves. I shall see you aboard the Doombringer. Ah, there she is. This, my fellows, is the future of the Sith Order, who will lead the Empire into a new moment.
What is a no-name Sith Lord going to do against a Dark Council member? Thanaton will have our heads.
Thanaton grows more insufferable every day. Our ancient and mystical Sith traditions will win wars, he says. Not generals with training.
Don't worry. The next time I meet Thanaton, he will die.
Then talk to me after he's dead. I won't stick my head out until I know it won't get cut off.
Enough, Dolus. We are not here to listen to you bicker. We're here today to demonstrate a new weapon, codename Silencer. You boys may have heard of it.
What are you drinking, Pyron? Thanaton killed the Silencer Project.
Soon you will see an entire Republic fleet disappear, thanks to the Silencer and the tireless efforts of the Empire's champion. My lord.
Moffs, generals. Today you will see who holds the real power in the Sith Empire. Not the Dark Council, not Thanaton, me. When I finish my ascent, all will bow or face my might.
Isaac, prepare the Silencer to fire.
Moff Pyron, my lord, we're receiving an Imperial signal.
Doombringer, Darth Achelon of the Carnage requests your aid in fighting the Republic fleet. Repeat, the Carnage needs your aid.
Let's blast that fleet out of the sky. Use the weapon.
No, wait. If you fire the Silencer now, the Carnage and Achelon will be destroyed in the blast.
Darth Achelon is one of Thanaton's cronies. Let him get blasted.
You would knowingly destroy an Imperial vessel? You propose treason, Graham.
The fleet will tear him to shreds anyhow. If we go in there, that'll be 2 Imperial vessels destroyed. My lord?
If Achelon wants help, he'll get it. Not that it'll do him any good. Use the weapon.
Yes, my lord.
Amazing. I can't believe my eyes.
I agree. You've made quite the impression, my lord. Consider us interested in an alliance of sorts.
Moff Pyron, see that each of these men gets a silencer for his capital ship. I expect this will be a quite fruitful relationship.
Of course, my lord. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss.
You have remarkable energy. Who knew the Silencer project could be such a resounding success? But capital ships are not trivial resources.
You didn't call just to chide me.
Always suspicious. This ends now. I declare a Kagath, a contest of mutual annihilation, pitting power base against power base. Whoever sheds the most blood wins. To the victor, eternal glory. To the loser, death and shame.
May the best Sith win.
May the best Sith win. Corellia is the arena. The Kagath begins when you land. Forfeit and be disgraced. Hounded to the ends of the galaxy by every Sith in the Empire.
My lord, that was an open channel. Thanaton broadcast the whole thing. He wants everyone watching the Kagath as it unfolds. He is well entrenched on Corellia, but the Empire's fighting a significant battle there. The chaos could be an advantage. With your permission, I'll transfer to Corellia so that the fleet can provide you support.
That sounds more than sufficient.
Yes, my lord. I will try to learn of any weaknesses in Thanaton's power base.
Thanaton has challenged me to an ancient duel called the Kagath on the surface of Corellia. I've accepted.
Warstwe godzai akran pairowandans ja wanjantans in ufkunpa. In pamalhap fralet forte fuima alaisos kaskaf tais.
Then I shall do my best to win.
Anabudano was ni parasibis jurawiskom ufranenim ja.
Corellia's all out war right now. Imperial held, Republic challenged, and loads of resistance. Sounds to me like Thanaton's trying to beat you and the Republic at the same time.
I must find a way to turn the tide of battle against Thanaton.
Anabudano was ni parasibis jurawiskom ufranenim ja.
Moff Pyron said he'd be waiting surface side. Not my favorite guy, but you need all the allies you can get.
My lord, Thanaton has wasted no time. He's cut off transport from this sector and trapped you here.
I intend to give as good as I get. Where is Thanaton now?
He is out of your reach, and he designed it that way. My fleet is on its way, but it's useless as long as we're trapped here. Darth Charnas can help you with the transport problem, but we need to understand what we're up against if we're going to counter it.
He can't expect me to stay trapped. He'll have a plan, and I want to be ready for it.
I have my best analysts working on getting you all the intelligence we can, my lord.
My lord Moff Pyron, Thanaton's removed the commander of the 115th at the island's outpost. He's sent Lord Scar to take over.
Scar is Thanaton's apprentice. Thanaton probably intends to secure a victory in the Kagath by winning the battle at the island's outpost. But I'd be wary.
I will find Scar and I will crush him. With my bare hands, if need be.
Thanaton's not an idiot. He will expect you to strike at his apprentice. Still, Lord Scar will be aware of his master's long-term plans. That knowledge could be priceless.
Then I have no choice. Trap or not, I must strike at Scar.
This may be our best chance at learning Thanaton's plan and confounding it. But I must ask that you not kill Scar until we can replace him. Without a commander, the outpost is sure to fall. Whatever you do, find out as much as you can about Thanaton's schemes. Good intel is key to victory.
The pleasure of your arrival was expected, my lord. Welcome to Corellia. I am Lord Ferrus, here to make a request on behalf of my master. Darth Decimus of the Dark Council has taken interest in your actions and desires your assistance in the battle for Corellia.
I could use more Dark Council allies, but not if they're allied with Thanaton.
Darth Decimus shares your distaste for Thanaton, which is why he extends this offer. Our invasion of Corellia was executed to perfection, but the ensuing occupation has met difficulties. Darth Decimus believes you can help. If you're interested, seek out his servant, Darth Charnus. He will set you on the path of conquering Corellia.
Whatever you say.
Do not risk angering Darth Decimus. Seek out his apprentice soon. Darth Charnus's ship, the Tears of Taris, is on Corellia now. A private shuttle outside the spaceport will take you there.
Coronet City, the jewel of Corellia, home to the finest trading and ship manufacturing in Republic space. Soon this will all belong to the Empire, and the rest of the galaxy will follow.
Where are my manners? I am Darth Charnus, agent of the Dark Council. My master, Darth Decimus, requested your assistance. He says only the most powerful Sith can help us win Corellia.
I will show this planet the Force's true might.
Pity you weren't here to set an example during our initial assault. The invasion was magnificent. Our occupation flawless. Imperial forces fill Corellia's high-speed rocket trams. We began to cover Coronet City. Then rebellion erupted. Unruly Corellians knocked out the rocket trams. Now our soldiers are stranded.
Airdrop your men. Send in shuttles. Anything to keep troops on the streets.
Alternate methods risk being shot down. Plus, they're unpredictable. I'm afraid our occupation's crippled without the high-speed rails. The guilty party is Corellian Engineering Corporation, the oldest ship manufacturer in Republic history. CEC exploited our one weakness. They turned our ion cannons on all outgoing trams, freezing our invasion, trapping us on the doorstep of the Empire's greatest battle.
Storm the company and shut them down. It's the only way we'll break their blockade.
I agree completely. Unfortunately, CEC shielded against conventional attacks. There's only one way in. The Hull Cracker. A compact bomb developed by Zerka Corellia's deviant scientists to punch holes through capital ships. It will get us inside CEC. Then we disable their ion cannons, resume rocket tram traffic, and conquer Corellia. Unfortunately, Zerkers joined the rebellion, and they refused to hand over their hull cracker.
Some broken fingers should loosen their grip on this weapon.
The hull cracker's under constant guard. Destroyed Zerkers' assault camps, and they'll abandon the weapon to reinforce their headquarters. Once you rout the camps, find our Commander Jastel in Zerker territory, then we'll liberate that hull cracker.
Milaraitis bulenais, lake is afar pulen.
Vibanaiga twipi tai boka donko wanawanga. Tula musta ki trita nini. Tanuvaluya witiba.
It's refreshing to meet a Corellian who's on our side.
Mukini makolunki ni at bompa bushuda. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji. Ta ushagwa upa. Yuna liska chananga wachitospa. Inikondinga.
This is what happens when you give slaves the illusion of freedom.
Tula musta ki trita nini. Tanuvaluya witiba. Chingwanga la hagwa chekuska ampasa dobiska. Kavatuda omishka kaba no tesma wetia?
It's as good as done.
Dima futo bonki chuta. Patuana uba kili wata bonki danko padoga lola.
Mulukyang agak. Kira kam kem gam. Nibaga klamka. Agakyam. Glagnimu amya galak. Unok inu nemnu. Amka aka memperlak palak.
What do you want me to do?
Kagi ne paninu. Amkam bina bek nemu kemgram. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang nikik.
Hey, I'm not some greenhorn. They ambushed us, and they did a blasted good job of it.
I don't pay on failed contracts, Randon. Keep pressing me and I'll get moody. Got it? I'm sorry you had to witness that, my lord. A kill operation of mine just got heroically botched, and now the Empire's paying the price.
What unfortunate souls were marked for death?
The targets are a group of rebel Corellian officers. They already bombed Incorporation spaceport and destroyed a squadron of Imperial transports.
Hey, I did my best to stop that. These guys are elite Corsac. They'd shoot up my whole squad.
Translation, he failed. Now I hear they're rigging a bunch of speeders with explosives for another bombing.
Don't worry about this next attack. They'll never get the chance.
Excellent. Execute the rebel officers and blow the rigged speeders at their camp. That'll terminate their op and send a lovely message, don't you think?
Hey, business is business. One professional to another, don't get cocky.
What the John? Knifest. Sight is like.
Zerka's camps are destroyed. How do we get the Hullcracker?
I'll connect you to Darth Charnas at once.
My ship afforded a spectacular view of your work. Zerka's forces swarm like confused insects. They've regrouped to defend the hive, leaving the Hullcracker storage facility vulnerable.
We can't waste any more time.
Captain Jastel's team is in place, ready to grab the Hullcracker. You'll lead a more direct attack.
Your target is Bral Tevar. He's Zerka Corellia's figurehead, the definition of corporate sleaze.
Bral Tevar has the Hullcracker's detonation codes. Without them, the bomb's useless.
Break into his executive offices, get the detonation codes, then call me. My men will already have the Hullcracker.
Tell your men to be ready for the final assault, Commander. I'll deal with Bral Tevar at once.
We'll have the Hullcracker by the time you have those codes.
Size like. Sight is like. Usne mare.
I assure you, gentlemen, Corellian Engineering Corp has nothing to fear. The C9X droid will serve you well.
Just keep your hull cracker out of Imperial hands. We hear they've already breached your walls.
A mild annoyance. Even if the Empire grabs our weapon, it's useless without the proper codes. Tell CEC's board I have the situation under control.
I doubt the guards I killed would agree with your rosy assessment.
Hold strong, Brow. Better to die free than live under the Empire's fist.
Speak for yourself. Here, take the Hullcracker's detonation codes. Just, please, don't hurt me.
Zerka's finished, and CEC's next. Commander, Bral Teva is dead. The detonation codes are secure.
Good work. Thanks to your earlier assault, my men secured the hull cracker and prepped it for the blast. In the meantime, Darth Charnas wants to speak with you aboard the Tears of Taris. He's ready to assault CEC.
Afardiban. Japan hulay nais in Ufjaba.
My source told me what happened to those officers and their speeders. Done like a true virtuoso.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Inquisitor atraus.
Enough of this. To your posts. Are you Imperials or dogs? We will consume this galaxy in fire before this war is done. Fall behind and you will burn too.
You have a most interesting way of inspiring your men.
Save your clever quips. Imperials, attack this Sith. She is a traitor to the Empire.
Yes, my lord.
He's the traitor, not me.
Lord Scar's the traitor, not her.
I relent. You can have your Kagath mark. Go on.
Tell me your master's next move.
Please, no more of that. Moff Pyron's fleet is your best asset. Thanaton plans to destroy the fuel refinery so the fleet can't refuel. Without fuel, your fleet is useless.
The Empire needs those ships. Thanaton will be a traitor.
Destroying a Republic fuel refinery is hardly treachery, even if it leaves an Imperial fleet stranded. The Solonian tunnels? He's using them to enter the refinery and plant the bombs to destroy it. Hurry. If you don't stop Thanaton, the fuel lines will be destroyed and your fleet will be stuck.
Thanaton plans to enter the fuel refinery through the Solonian tunnels and destroy it.
I knew Thanaton was determined to stop you, but this... The fleet is scheduled to arrive at Corellia shortly, but we can't refuel without that refinery. If he is allowed to destroy the refinery, you might as well surrender the Kagath now.
I protect my resources, Pyron. You can depend on that.
Get to the Solonian tunnels, quickly!
I took care of your workers. Their revolt should quiet down.
Tuto uya hawan chochikospa. Nira disas limo crispa, dodanki con kupa.
Kikuro nenra, kamakalak. Lapora mamka, mamni nigag, nagnaya mamni, kambram.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
Here are the detonation codes. Bral Tevar was eager to hand them over.
I'm sure he was. Thanks to you, the Zerka Corellia Hullcracker is ours. These codes will awaken its power. Commander Jastel briefed me on your handling of the Bral Tevar situation. His untimely end certainly broke Zerka's resistance.
Bral Tevar's punishment will scare every rebel on Corellia.
If you want to really break the rebel spirits, help me close Corellian Engineering Corporation. With the Hullcracker in our possession, we can finally shut down CEC and end their attacks on our rocket trams. But first, we must deal with their army. Legions of battle droids defend the CEC fortress. Our explosives team can't get close enough to detonate the Hullcracker.
I'll melt those CEC rust buckets into a pile of steaming circuits.
We'd need a battalion of Sith, all as powerful as you, to put a dent in their numbers. There's only one other solution. These droids take orders directly from CEC. Signal towers transmit commands, and they obey with deadly precision. Bringing down the signal towers will disrupt the droids. Our explosives team sneaks in, detonates the Hullcracker, and blows the CEC doors wide open.
CEC is about to lose contact with their army.
Once you remove the signal towers, contact Commander Kraid in CEC territory. He'll prepare you for our final assault.
kunamo. Uban chone alipa, istin goto. Chaskruni dopat kurira, dokanki kung. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki.
And you expect me to help?
Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Liz di woto. Mitisa roda. Kopana chapurko utman gisa?
I've been looking for a reason to cause some chaos.
Che chopa kuma ni umpi put malia bedwana ni bobo. Kabano tase makipuna. Mali tuta odmishka.
Atraus.
Yeta chopa.
My lord, watch your step. This whole area is a hot zone. We were running down a bunch of filthy drow when we hit one of their mines. Put most of my guys out of commission.
Doesn't make you look good, does it? Your whole unit disabled.
Most embarrassing moment of my career. The drow may be a bunch of alien furballs, but they captured an arms factory crammed full of blasters and mines. They'll ship those weapons from the arms factory to the rebels unless we stop them. And if you hadn't noticed, we're not going anywhere.
Those weapons can't fall into rebel hands. What were your plans?
Take back that factory, root out every one of those overgrown weasels. Then we'll keep control of those weapons. Just watch your step. They're putting their new mines to good use.
In Teufel atraus.
The weapons facility is clear. The Droll won't be distributing arms to anyone.
You boys see that? That's how professionals get things done. Command will get that factory under Imperial control in no time.
Are we finished?
Yes, of course. Sorry to hold you up.
Greifst.
The CEC signal towers are down. The droids aren't getting coordinated orders.
Very good. With their security confused, we can take the hull cracker right to CEC's doorstep. Everything is in place, Darth Jarnus.
Finally. Once CEC falls, the rocket trams can spread our forces across Corellia. Then this planet will be ours. We must move quickly. Zerka's hull cracker is already in the field. Are you ready to shove it down CEC's throat?
CEC will choke on Zerka's gift. Then I'll cripple their ion cannons.
Their board of directors doesn't know what they're up against. Show them no mercy. Commander, have your explosives team prime the hull cracker. Once you're in, sack the board of directors and disable the ion cannons. When the rocket trams are back online, we'll ramp up our invasion.
Those droids will be on our tails soon. Keep them off while we rig this hull cracker.
First you break into my company, then you barge in here without an appointment. My droids will throw you out piece by piece. Then Darth Charnas will realize CEC can't be taken.
Killing you will be such fun.
Afraid I'm going to deny you that pleasure. This is C9X, the perfect marriage of Zerka's lethality and CEC's inspired engineering. Even controls nearby droids with a custom signal emitter. Combat tests went through the roof. Costs a fortune, but that's the price of freedom.
You should have just bought a ticket off Corellia.
This marvel's an investment in CEC's future. Nothing's more important. Come on, C9X, show your stuff.
We want them, John.
Business is war, gentlemen, and we've almost got the scum beat.
Master Moss, we have company.
You? That means C9X. You destroyed him? Impossible.
I bet you'll come apart much easier than that tank of yours.
You're not laying a finger on me. Droids, attack!
Benton, she's got the C9X signal emitter. Maybe we should follow the nice lady's orders?
Corellian Engineering Corp stands for something. This is our chance to do the same. Go ahead, turn our droids on us. If you enslave CEC, it won't be with our help.
You heard him, droids. Open fire.
CEC ion cannons are offline. The rocket trams can run again. We must celebrate. Come to the tears of Taris at once.
Beautiful work. The CEC director's death shook the rebellion. We'll ensure their new leadership is more sympathetic to our cause. My master wishes to express his gratitude.
I am Darth Decimus, member of the Dark Council, architect of Corellia's invasion. From slavery rises the most powerful Sith in generations. Darth Thanaton is right to fear you. Corellia is filled with wretched people, crude, scheming animals, begging to be conquered. We can help them by winning this battle. But I require your help.
Not without appropriate compensation.
Charity is for the weak and the lazy. The Empire is neither. You'll be well rewarded. Follow me and you'll swim in the spoils of war. But first, we destroy the rebellion. We must decorate Corellia with their dead. Take a rocket tram to the ruins of Labor Valley. Help Major Tradic burn the rebels out of hiding. Then we will speak again.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Heal yourself up, Wexel. Don't worry. Those savages will be punished. My lord, you honor a poor soldier with your presence, but you're a welcome sight about now. It's the Wookiees. Shaggy Boots tore into my men with a vengeance. Less than a third of us escaped, and most look worse than Wexel here.
We're a long way from Kashyyyk. What are Wookiees doing on Corellia?
Corellians like them as factory workers. They're supposedly industrious, clever with tools, and have strong backs. My men have been converting Corellian factories for the Empires. No problems until we got to the Magnagravitics plant. The Wookiees in the plant refused to hand it over. They ambushed us, and now they're holding the factory. It's a bitter pill.
An example needs to be made of them.
It'll be dangerous. The Wookiees aren't interested in negotiation or reason. They know every nook of that factory. And now, they've had time to make ready. You're going into Corellia's own savage jungle. Hopefully we can raise a glass when it's all done.
Grab some turf, my lord, if you want to watch. The Corellian Star Drive Corporation has been funding resistance cells all over the city. So I'm turning their headquarters into a crater. As soon as I get the all clear from my buddy down there, I'll flip the switch and... boom. No more corporation.
Rebellion like that cannot go unpunished.
Agreed. They're the biggest corporation on Corellia, so they thought the Empire wouldn't slap them down. This should... Ah, there's my call.
Blow it, quick! They know we're here! Repeat, the Republic's found us! Blow it!
Last. Long-range detonator's not working. The pubs must have put a dampening field up.
Does he need help getting out of there?
He'll get himself out. Right now, we got a bigger gundark to wrestle. A short-range detonator will still blow the charges, but you'd have to fight half the pub army while doing it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds. Respectfully, sir, you've got to help.
Watch. The dark side is more powerful than your explosives.
Your work's cut out for you, my lord. Force or no force. There's a delay on each bomb after it's triggered. That'll give you time to get out of the blast zones. Don't stick around after you set them off. The timer's not that long. And it's a big boom.
Welcome to the Blitz, my lord. Darth Decimus told me you'd be gracing us with your presence. What we've got here is a clean-up operation. Factories were moving massive amounts of supplies to rebels across Corellia. Bomber brigades came in. We rained fire on their heads, ripped the factories apart. We just need to beat down the rebels hiding out inside.
Such decisiveness is exactly why the Empire will win Corellia.
I'm honored to serve. Unfortunately, I've had to deal with some unsavory company in the process. We're getting intel from an inside source. Unfortunately, his dalliances with the local women make him perpetually late.
Manners, Major Tradick. We all have our vices. I'm sorry we haven't met. I'm Darbin Sul, Corellia's top counselor, friend to the Empire. I hope the Major hasn't dirtied my reputation?
I don't need someone to tell me you're a selfish, corrupt dog.
I'm used to veiled insults. I suppose I appreciate the candor, but don't be so quick to judge. I have friends, acquaintances in the Resistance. I pretend I'm sympathetic to their fight, and they tell me things like who's supplying them. Certain factories were churning out military-grade munitions, battle droids, you name it. All donated right to the Resistance across the core worlds.
That's why we bombed those factories into an inferno.
Not quite the subtle approach I hoped for. The bombardment trapped the rebels in the burning wreckage. Now they're angry, desperate, and sitting on the largest weapons stockpile in the core. If the rebels get those weapons functional, we may as well abandon Corellia.
Time for you to see what a Sith can do.
Those Corellians fight dirty. Whatever munitions they've got have downed every squad sent their way.
You'll do better.
Just wipe out their weaponry. If I know my people, they'll bow to the Empire once their hope is crushed.
I'm ruined. Finished! Those Blastosalonians with their riots and their mangy hides. Too busy fighting the Empire to think about the working man, the entrepreneur.
They'll be put down soon enough. Then you can go back to whatever it is you do.
Arms dealing. At least until those rodents put me out of business. Major Tradic's expecting me to deliver a shipment of military-grade ordnance, but the Furball Coalition won't even let a rumor get through. It's not just the Solonians, either. Wookiees, Strawl, just about every flea bag in the galaxy's stonewalling me.
Life does, in fact, go on.
I practically had to offer up my firstborn child to secure this contract. If I don't deliver. I'm sure you don't give a Cathar's hackles about me, but there's an entire regiment of Imperial troops waiting for this gear. If you clear out those mongrels, I should be able to deliver the merchandise. Heck, I'll cut you in on a slice of the profits.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
So you'll do it? Maybe I'm not headed for financial ruin after all. The Wookiees and the Drawl are the ones I'm most concerned about. Thin their numbers a bit, and we'll be in business.
Not bad, but not enough. Now everyone sees your weakness. You've saved your fleet, but you've let the enemy slip from your grasp.
My lord, the refinery is ours. The fleet is refueling as we speak.
It's time we struck at Thanaton directly.
With pleasure, my lord. We've located Thanaton's main base of operations on Corellia. An old Republic command center inside the Museum of Corellian Industry. All of his resources are centered on that base. And better still, few people know that it no longer belongs to the Republic.
I've always wondered why Thanaton never invited me to his place. I guess I'll have to check it out on my own.
The Kagath frowns on half measures. We must utterly destroy Thanaton's base. The fleet has more than enough firepower to do the job, but unfortunately the base is shielded from within against orbital attacks. If I know Thanaton, the place is just as heavily guarded inside. To take out those shields, you'll want a strike force at your back.
I've made it this far without one. I doubt a strike force will do me any good now.
Handle it your way, my lord. But you proved nothing by going into Thanaton's base unprepared. There's an Imperial Commando outpost outside the Coronet City Zoo. They should get you inside the base to destroy the shield generators. When the shields are down, the fleet will strike.
Usvilaja Giants. Lifest.
Emperor favor you, my lord. Our occupation continues as planned. Shame the locals aren't more cooperative. They should be thanking us. Instead, they fight. Call us conquerors, oppressors. The Republic has poisoned their minds. But no matter. Their factories are in ruins, their supplies dwindle. Soon these radicals will be powerless.
We'll have to make an example of these rebels.
Agreed. The Corellians must learn the limits of our mercy. The rebels are scattered, desperate, reliant on a few supply caches to maintain their resistance. And we've located one such cache. It's heavily guarded, but confiscating those supplies will rob the insurgents of much-needed resources. Can I count on you for this?
I'll do everything in my power.
The rebels are hurting for supplies. They won't give up that cache without a fight.
Lives.
I destroyed the rebels' supply cache.
Then we're one step closer to ending this pointless uprising. You've done the Empire a great service today. We may yet see this planet fall in line.
Teufel atroz.
To my men. Good to see those hairy savages shown their place.
Überreifst. La usvillaja giants.
Stand back. She's dangerous.
I'm not afraid of rodents.
That was amazing. I saw the fires through my optics. Part of me still wishes we could have blown all the charges at once, but that... Corellian star drives won't be funneling any more money.
Are we finished?
I've got to find my partner, but you've done more than enough already. Thank you.
The rebel weapons shipments are stopped permanently. The resistance is broken.
Good show. See what a little elbow grease can do, Major?
Can it, Dobbin? Darth Decimus will want to hear this.
Major, Counselor, and my good friend. What news on the rebel supplies?
Destroyed, my lord. The resistance in Labor Valley is defeated.
That's not entirely accurate. Their weapons are in flames, but the rebellion here is still kicking.
I'm aware of their persistence, Counselor. Intelligence monitored the rebels' retreat. They slithered into the tunnels beneath Coronet City, like the worms they are.
What tunnels?
There's a network of underground pipelines. Rumor says they stretch kilometers beneath Coronet City. All of it, Solonian territory.
If those furry aliens are part of the resistance, we'll blast them off Corellia.
Patience, Major. The Solonians are fierce warriors. Those tunnels are their nest. Your men wouldn't survive 5 minutes.
You don't know the half of it. I've seen holos of a gang that attacked the tunnels, clawed to pieces.
These creatures may challenge your street gangs, but they're no match for the Force.
Of course, my lord. But those tunnels are a maze packed with the savage beasts. Best to keep your lightsaber drawn at all times.
The rebels are down there collaborating with the Solonians. They're following the orders of Myrtle, a vicious warrior, and the Solonians' den mother. Her tunnels are the rebels' lifeline, moving troops and supplies beneath Coronet City. Take Myrtle's lair, and we'll fracture the rebellion.
Tell me what to do.
March into the Solonian tunnels. Cut down the rebels and deal with Myrtle. Once you're in, Imperial forces will cut off their escape. As for you, Dobbin, I require your unique perspective elsewhere. Take the first rocket tram to Axial Park. Wait my orders.
Right away, my lord. Corellia's Prime Minister-to-be is happy to serve.
Domesticate the Solonians or kill them. May the dark side guide you.
I cleared out all the Wookiees, Solonians, and Droll for you.
That you did. Just got word the goods made it to Tradix safely. Here's your cut, as promised. You certainly got away with those mongrels. Should have asked you to snag a few pelts while you were out there.
The Flames called you here too, didn't they?
Pity you missed the show. Our bombs plummeted in silence, then blossomed, giving birth to the magnificent inferno. I yearn for the flame's warm embrace. Instead, I can only watch the fire reduce the rebel factories to ash.
I thought I was crazy.
Fire is destruction distilled to its purest form. You do well to respect it. I came to nurse the inferno and watch the blaze consume the rebels. Sadly, the flames were denied their pleasure. Too many Corellians escaped the fire. Republic doctors treat them, poisoning the survivors against the Empire and fueling their rebellion.
Don't they know the fire won't stop until the rebels kneel before us?
We must make them learn. Crush the survivors, and the rebels will realize that defiance earns them death. I'd cast them into the Inferno myself, but the flames, so close, I'd never resist them. Perhaps you could fuel the blaze with the rebel blood.
There will be no survivors.
Good. Find their medical camp. Burn their resistance to the ground.
Aki us terpraewas jaus. Swerpa.
I've heard much of the Solonians' fearsome leader. I'd rather hear what a Solonian scream sounds like.
Corellia is under new management, Myrtle. Impressive work, my lord. These rebels were foolish to fight a Sith of your power. I am General Heska, Imperial Guard. Darth Decimus sent us to assist.
I expected troop backup, not someone of your rank.
The Imperial Guard responds to the most vital missions. We flanked the den and caved in the tunnels behind us. The rebels' transportation network is crushed. As for the Solonians, Darth Decimus leaves their fate in your hands.
We'll kill every last Solonian on Corellia, starting with you.
I will convey your orders. No Solonian will be spared. Finally, we can focus on our fight with the Republic. Corellia's once pristine axial park is now a war zone. The Republic's desperately fighting to regain control. Darth Decimus hopes you'll lead our offensive. We collapsed the tunnels leading out, so you must take a rocket tram to Axial Park. Meet me in our garrison. We'll crush them.
Your money's always good here. Come again.
The rebels are finished.
Good, good. The rebellion weakens with every blow. Soon there'll be nothing but ash and a distant memory.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Three,